Hi, I'm Julie Graham from the Grit and Grace Project online magazine for strong women and those who want to be. I also co-host our podcast, This Grit and Grace Life. One of my favorite episodes so far has been episode 92. Are you the Proverbs 31 woman? Should you be? As a Christian woman, I know I have struggled at times reading through that passage and being overcome with either shame and guilt, feeling like I wasn't doing enough, exhaustion, wondering how any woman could accomplish all of the things that that passage talks about, or even sadness over the fact that it talks about being a godly wife. And in this season, I'm a widow. And so do I even qualify to be considered a Proverbs 31 woman when in this season, God has not called me to be a wife? If you have struggled with those thoughts or any other host of confusion or frustration while reading that passage, I think you will enjoy this episode. Darlene, my co-host and boss and mentor and friend, author of Raising Great Girls, she and I discuss some of the things that Christian women struggle with when reading this passage, or really in general, wanting to walk a Christian life that is acceptable in society's eyes. But more importantly, we talk about what does God really want from us as Christian women living in the 21st century. We hope that this episode will be both real and raw and relatable, and that ultimately you would walk away encouraged knowing that God sees you, He loves you, and He's not looking for ways to punish you for the ways you're not measuring up, but instead the Proverbs 31 woman can relate to all of us, and yet none of us are going to get it right all the time in our Christian walk. You can listen to this episode wherever you stream podcasts, whether that's in Apple, Spotify, Pandora, or you can always stream our archives at thegritandgraceproject.org. We hope you'll check out this episode and share it with a friend.